Hey everyone, just gotta go live for a little bit. My Facebook account is locked up because I called a Trump supporter a clueless idiot, and she was out of touch with reality and get her head from up her butt. Facebook with their great algorithms, but they're in for the biggest surprise because my attorney sent a letter to them asking them for $500,000 because they closed down my Facebook house flipping page and my dog's page, which is illegal. They can't close down the other ones if there's no violations. So they fuck themselves. Mark Zuckerberg, I'm coming for your ass, motherfucker. I'm gonna come for your ass, motherfucker. And then the Supreme Court said they cannot be doing that because it's a freedom of speech thing. So I'm coming for you, Mark Zuckerberg. I'm gonna fuck you under, dude. Plus I have 2,500 shares of your stock. I'm gonna make you eat shit, buddy. Okay? You're gonna eat shit when I'm done with you. Okay? You little Tweety-Lee motherfucker. So, let's get on with my thing. Alright, the Republicans don't want to impeach Trump. But they don't understand. They don't understand what the fuck they're doing. He is a citizen, but there's a clause there. If he committed a high crimes and misdemeanor, which was telling the people to go to the Capitol and take the Capitol for their rights, okay? Now, you listen to it, that's what he said. He incited them to go. At that point, there's one police officer that was bludgeoned to death. They couldn't even recognize his face from being hit with a fire extinguisher. You have two police officers that committed suicide that were there. You have the Air Force veteran that got shot by a Secret Service agent. You got two other people that died of natural causes. Okay? So it's 3, 4, 5, 6 people dead. And they need to understand that. They need to understand what he did was wrong and criminal. He needs to be held accountable for the deaths of those people. And the only way to do that is make sure you convict him of the impeachment. Make sure he doesn't become president again, that he can't become president again. Take his $1 million a year perk away. Take his pension away. Take his Secret Service agents away. That's all they're doing. That's all the Democrats want to do is take his shit away from him. And these fucking Republicans, like Ted Cruz, Josh Hawley, Ron Portman, Ron Johnson, you know, they have no balls. They have no fucking balls because you know what? Take that shit away from him. He's worthless. He can't fuck with the Republicans anymore. He can't do shit anymore. Okay? Alright? And the Republicans themselves, they need to censure him from the Republican Party, throw him out, so he can't do anything. But the thing is, Trump's going to be held responsible for his crimes. You got the Department of Justice investigating the insurrection. You got the Department of Justice investigating the negligent homicide on him. You got the state of New York sent stuff to the grand jury for major frauds. You got the Manhattan DA, Cy Vance, sent it to the grand jury for major frauds to the city of Manhattan. So Trump's going to go to jail some way or somehow, but he's going to get arrested. U.S. Marshals going to be down in Mar-a-Lago going, ding, ding, ding. Come with us, boy. Come on. Come on, kids. Come on, let's go, let's go. Come on, let's go. Put your hands behind your backs, motherfuckers. Let's go. Boom, gone. They're all going to be gone. They're all gone. The only one that's not in this is Melania and Barron. They're going to walk away with the money. The woman's not smart. She's not that smart, but she's smart enough to know how to fuck Trump. And she redone that prenup. She fucked him royally. But like I said, these fuckers don't understand that he needs to be held accountable for his actions. Now, how many of you guys think what he said at the rally, telling those people to go out and exercise your right to freedom and all that shit, he was not telling those people to go to the Capitol and kill people and tear it apart. They created almost $10 million worth of damage to the Capitol. Then you got Taylor Greene. She's still spopping off her big mouth like she knows everything. Her conspiracy theories. You got the bitch from Colorado that didn't even win her district where she lived. Outlying areas got her in. She thinks she can walk into the house with a gun in the middle of her back and that's it. No, she doesn't understand. You cannot go in the house with a gun on you. Even though I have a concealed weapon permit, I have permissions and stuff in other states. I walk in there with a gun on me with a concealed weapon permit, I'm going to get thrown to the ground and I'm going to be arrested. Okay? That is not someplace you walk in with a gun. There's too many Looney Tunes in the Congress. Taylor Greene, the bitch from Colorado. I mean, Matt Gaetz. Jim Jones. Louis Gohmert. You know, McCarthy. There's loony bins in there. There's loony bins in there that can, you know, you get upset with someone, boom, pull out a gun and shoot them. Now, as far as Biden's, you know, plan, I'm going to say this and I'm going to say it once. I think the money to the people, the stimulus check, should be capped at $100,000. Because anyone making $200,000 and above have not been hit that hard for this recession. They still have their jobs. 85% of them still have their jobs. They still have money in the bank. They are not being affected as much. But the people down below the 100,000 are people that work in call centers, restaurants, bars, you know, everyday jobs, not executives. And give it to them for the kids, say $500 each for the kids. I mean, if you have 4 kids, that's $5, 10, 15, $20,000. Plus the $1,400, that's a good chunk of money for people to buy stuff and pay stuff off. Okay? But like I said, these Republicans have no balls. They have no balls to throw the censure Green or the bitch from Colorado or Ted Cruz or Josh Hawley or Portman or Johnson or Matt Gaetz, Jim Jordan, Louis Gohmert. That's the major loony bins in the Congress and the Senate. I mean, that's all they're asking, to take his right away to run for president again, take away his $1 million perk that they give him each year, take away his pension, and take away his Secret Service protection. Do you guys think that's wrong? Answer me. Do you think it's wrong? I don't think it's wrong. Do not think it's wrong at all. Do not think it's wrong at all. Do not think it's wrong at all. It's not wrong. I mean, people need to be held accountable for their actions. And as far as Doug Ducey, he got thrown out the Republican Party by Kelly Ward and them. He's no longer a Republican, but still, everything's going through the roof here in Arizona. The COVID deaths, the COVID virus itself, down here in Tucson and around the state, and Doug Ducey still will not place a mandated statewide mask thing in place, or a mandate of curfew 10 o'clock, and cut the restaurants from 50% to 20%, and the bars from 50% to 20%. I mean, one asshole on his Lincoln page said, well, the typical Trump assholes that follow Doug Ducey. Because everyone knows me, I will tell you like it is. If I don't like you, I will tell you to fuck off. If you're stupid, I will say you're a dumb fuck. Out of touch with reality, dumbass. I will say it. And it's bullshit because you know why? I'm honest. I'm brutally honest, like my podcast is. The brutal truth. And as far as the two clowns from Arizona, Gosar and the other one, they need to be investigated by the FBI, along with two past guys that were in that also. They need to figure out who walked those people through the Congress and told them where to go, because they knew exactly where they were going. You got the guy from Phoenix with his horns on his head. He wants to talk before the Senate about the impeachment thing. He says Trump told us to do it. There's about 6 of them that says Trump told us to do it, that are in custody for serious crimes. And like the Department of Justice and the FBI said, they'll allow them to talk, but they're not going to get a break on any charges. They're going to pay for what they did. But if they decide to do that out of the kindness of their hearts, as U.S. citizens, because 5 of them are ex-military, and they know they took the oath to protect the Constitution of the United States, if they feel it in their heart that they want to come around, the Republicans are going to have no choice but to impeach that motherfucker, because it's going to embarrass the shit out of them. They don't realize they almost lost their lives with those fuckers. I bet you Ted Cruz, Josh Hawley, Portman, Ron Johnson, they were all hiding under desks, pissing on themselves and shitting on themselves. I can bet you that. They went in there with the intent to get Pelosi and McConnell and the vice president. They were looking for Mike Pence. They wanted to hang him. They had a gallows set outside to hang him. They were serious about the shit they did. And Trump knows what he sent them to do. This shit's got to stop. We got to get our country together. That's it. Think about it, people. Think about it real hard. Do you honestly think Trump should run for president again? With all the shit he's done and fucked up this country? With our NATO people? With other countries? Do you honestly think he should run again? Do you honestly think he should get $1 million a year of your taxpayers' money to sustain him in his bullshits? Or his pension? And his Secret Service? That's our taxpayer money, motherfuckers. That's our taxpayer money. Why should he get that? Why should he get that? Call your congressmen, call your senators. Tell them, fuck no. Impeach his ass. Take that shit away from him. I called Lindsey Graham's office the other day. Yeah, I got a voicemail. I went off. I called him. I told him he had no balls, that he was in the military. He gave an oath to protect the Constitution. I said, where in the hell is your brains at? I mean, I ripped him a new asshole. He's got to be walking bow-legged this weekend. Because I ripped him all up and down. And it was no threats or anything. I said, you know what? You need to get your shit together. Grow some balls and be a man. Oh, I forget, you're not a man. You're a Trump lapdog. I said, you Trump's little pussy bitch. That's what you are. I said, you need to grow some balls and stand up for what's right for the people of this country. I mean, I left him that message, and I just went off on his ass. Just went off on him. That was it. I was done with his ass. I was done with it. I was fed up with it. I was done with it. I mean, I just had to go off on him. So everyone have a good day. Remember, wear your mask, do your social distancing. If you can't do that, stay the fuck home. Stay the fuck home, because you know what? In Florida, some guy was in a pool and there was social distancing. The guy beat the fuck out of someone. Now the guy's in jail for beating the fuck out of an asshole that wouldn't social distance. So think about that shit. Think about that shit. You don't want to social distance? Someone just might knock you on your ass. Someone just might knock you on your ass. Yeah. Yep. And like I said, that's all they want. They want to make sure Trump does not run for office again. Take away his right to run, take away his $1 million perk, take away his pension check, and take away his right to Secret Service agents. That's our taxpayers' money. That's our taxpayers' money. Why are we fucking giving him money to sustain? Huh? Trump's gotten away with all kinds of shit through the years. This is the time to stop him and make him crawl. He's no better than you and I. No better than you and I. And to use our taxpayer money to give him a pension, $1 million a year, and taxpayer protection by the Secret Service. Think about it. That's all they want. It's no constitutional thing. Read the Constitution. Impeached. He was impeached before he was walked away from office by the Congress. Mitch McConnell held this thing up. Mitch McConnell held this thing up. Moscow Mitch McConnell held it up until after he left. But there is a clause in there, if he committed high crimes and misdemeanors, then he may be impeached. And that insurrection was a high crimes and misdemeanor. Believe me. Rudy's getting sued up his ass by Dominion. Sydney's getting sued. Fox News is getting sued. Hannity, Tucker, Ingram, Judge Jeannie, The Morning Show, Fox News themselves are getting sued for $1.3 billion. The Lincoln Project, Steve Schmidt, is suing Rudy for $1.3 billion. This shit went too far with the lies. The lies. How in the fuck could someone not win an election by winning over 80 million votes and being beaten, getting your ass beat by 8 million plus votes? How could that be a fucking fraud? How could it be? Think about it. Think about it real hard. How could it be a fraud? How? How could it be a fraud? You're talking about Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Arizona, Nevada. Arizona, Nevada. Black and Latino votes. Georgia, Wisconsin, Michigan. Black votes. That's what done it in. And if it makes you think even harder, look what the Reverend and what Orloff done in Georgia, winning 2 Senate seats by blowouts. 50 and 60,000 votes. Boom. They blew those 2 assholes out. Think about it. Was there fraud in that? And the worst part is, you people are stupid, because where the Dominion machines were used, in Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and Georgia, Arizona and Nevada, the districts where they were used, Trump won those districts. Yeah, Trump won those districts. So think about it. Think about what they want. the Democrats and the people want. They want him impeached. They want him to take the right away to run again because he's dangerous to the people of this country and the United States. Take away his pension, take away his $1 million perk that he gets, and his Secret Service protection. That's all I want. Keep that in mind and think about that. It's our taxpayer money. Ours.